Hey there, YouTubers, unboxing video time. So it feels like forever since I've unboxed something that wasn't either a CPU, graphics card, or motherboard. This should be a CPU cooler. So let's go ahead and get it open. And wow, this thing looks beat up. That's kind of what happens when you just put it in bubble wrap envelope. So this is the Alpine 12 passive CPU cooler. I know it's good for LGA 1151, 1200, and not going to work for 1700. But who knows? As an experiment, maybe we'll try and figure out how to make it work. This guy is, I don't know if it gives you the TDP, potentially up to 47 watts. So what will I use this? Well, it's obviously not going to work good with a unlock processor. Potentially work with quite a few lock processors. Definitely with something like a Celeron, Pentium. Probably not good for 9.9 or a locked i7, right? Now, that said, if one were to, what is this thing? If one were to put on, take turbo limits and disable them, then this thing's probably actually going to work with even the i7 and i9. Alright, so this guy, you know, I'm actually kind of surprised there aren't more CPU coolers that feature this design, because it's really easy, right? Of course, this would be nice if it had a solid base plate with the screws popping up, but you would not be able to obviously screw those in because they'd be fixed like most of them. So this case, we're going to have to put this on the CPU. They've got thermal paste on there. We have screws. Looks like we even have some springs in here, folks. Let me get this open. I don't even know if I saw directions in there. Did I skip over the directions? Maybe those were the directions in that piece of paper. Directions will always tell you what to do, right? So there's some dampeners here, it looks like, or they are just, it looks like they're just washers. They're not really thick. So we've got these screws. We'll need probably a number 1 Phillips, and then we've got 4 springs. And I would assume springs are going to be on this side. This would be darn hard to get it on the other side, but I could be wrong. So let's look at the directions. If these are indeed directions. I don't know what these are, folks. I don't think this even opens. It's like a sticker. Yeah, these are not directions. Here we go. No, not directions. So you may have to, I may have to pull up somebody's video on how to put this together. Interesting. Well, so to be honest with you, this looks like it's going to be a huge pain in the butt. Potentially, you would obviously take this plastic off, this piece of tape, plop that into position, right, and screw it in. If the springs are on the other side, you'd have to somehow line those up, right? That is going to be tricky. Potentially, the spring could be on this side, which doesn't make a lot of sense. So yeah, like I said, I'll have to check out somebody else's video, but we will eventually install this. I'll let you guys see what we're doing, how low we can go as far as wattage. So I'll I'll plug the computer into something, and at some point I'll do a gaming video or two. This won't be any fun if we just put it on a Celeron, right? I mean, that's pretty lame. So maybe this gets the i9 10900F. That's what I'm shooting for. We'll drop we'll get rid of turbo limits, and then that will be how it goes. But yeah, don't expect this to have been an installation. It was just an unboxing video. All right. Hey, thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.